bottles, diapers, toys, Gerber, formula, immunizations, baby wipes, and Pedialyte. These are just a few of the things off the top of my head that I can think of that you'll need besides everything else to raise a child. In the first year of having a child, your baby on average will cost at least $10,158. Think about that. That's part of someone's salary. My speech today is directed at my generation. Here we are in the middle of our 20s, enjoying our best years of expression, and we are having kids. Having kids that we are not financially, mentally, or emotionally stable for. My mother is a social worker for Lutheran Child and Family Services, and she always stresses to each and every one of our clients that if you are not mentally, emotionally, and financially available and stable to have a child, you shouldn't. Because each and every day, all of those needs of a child have to be met. I believe that through proper counseling and the use of contraception, as well as just a few well-known facts, as just a little bit of information, I believe, could really help us, each and every person of my generation, to really think about what they're doing with their lives before they decide to bring a child into the world. I can't say that I'm against having children, but I just feel that we should all wait until the time is right. Because right now, we're still in college, or we haven't gotten there yet. We're paying school loans, and we're still partying and enjoying our lives. You want an Xbox One? They just dropped. And November 22nd, they'll all be released to the public. That's $531 for a video game. And if you have a child, that's $531 that you're probably going to put towards diapers, babysitters, and other various things that your baby will need, which basically equals no Xbox for you. We have to just step up and take a lot more responsibility as a parent, because what you don't notice about kids is that, while most parents make it look simple, it's not. Because a child is constantly moving, constantly doing, constantly thinking, constantly getting into things. And you have to be very watchful of them, because they can easily hurt themselves. They can easily just get into anything that is not good for them whatsoever. So besides being able to have the money as well as mental dexterity to even cope with having children, you have to be able to watch them 24 hours. 24 hours a day, day and night, no matter what you are doing, you have to be available and ready to look after your child at a moment's notice. Nobody wants them. And by saying nobody wants that, I mean that nobody who is trying to just enjoy their younger years is going to be ready for that. We're not. And I can attest to what the 20-somethings of our generation are doing right now, because I'm enjoying life and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm in college, and currently I owe $40,000 in school loan debt. I don't have an extra $10,158 on average to give to someone else to watch my child while I'm at school or at work. I don't have $10,158 to help buy diapers and formula and food and baby bottles and toys. And Elmo here alone, Elmo here costs anywhere from $30 to $70 each. My niece has 3 of these, and they're all different. So just think about that. Anywhere from $90 to $210, and all you've bought is 3 toys. It's a steep price to pay, isn't it? You don't want it. We need to be more careful in our day-to-day interactions and in our just use of our bodies. We need to take more control and take better care of ourselves. Because if we are not using contraception, if we are not being responsible in our sexual relationships, we will end up with children. And it's not fair to them to not be treated well or to not be taken care of correctly by us, who would be their parents. I think that it is just not fair. And I believe that if you do want to have children, that's great. If you are ready to have children, great. Go forward with it and do so. But before you decide to have a baby, before you decide to go and have unprotected sex, before you decide that, it doesn't matter what happens with your life or with that baby's life, just think about all the things that you're going to be responsible for as soon as that baby gets here. Think about the $10,158 that is a basic average of what you're going to need for that first year baby. Think about the $10,000 that you'll need before the baby gets here just in prenatal care alone. Think about all this stuff. Think about how much all this stuff is going to cost, because you're going to have to keep on buying it. Diapers are a weekly expense. Toys, a baby wants something new every day. Food, just as much as you eat, the baby eats just as much, if not more. They need it to grow. Toys, well, you're 20. You want an Xbox One, right? They want an Elmo. As a matter of fact, they want 3 of them. So, bye-bye Xbox. You ain't got the money for it. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to put people off from having children. But what I'm saying is, just wait until you're ready. Wait until everything in life has lined up better for you before you go out and have children. Make sure that you have something of your own. Have your own and be able to support yourself before you go out and have a kid. Because it's really tough to be a single parent or, 2 parents trying to care for a child. It's just a tough job. And I believe that the 20-somethings of this generation are not ready for it, because while our parents might have had us in their 20s, what we fail to realize is that in their 20s, things were a lot more different. Things were a lot cheaper. The world was in a better place. And things were just able to be done a lot better. What we need to think about now is the fact that we are not in that same place. The times have changed drastically, and we need to not only take better care of ourselves, but also if we're going to have children, we need to take better care of them. Thank you.